up, Dace-tacular Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Dace Man Show. I am your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace, and joining me always, Gibby. Wacky inflatable arms.
That's right, man.
Flailing tube man.
Sell.
Well, welcome back. It's the second week in January, and boy, does it already feel like we've gone through a year.
Yes, it does.
So I don't know if you know this, after we went off the air last week, the following day, people were just so mad that we weren't on the air more than just one day a week. They went to the Capitol and rioted. If you people just wanted another episode of the Dace Man Show, you could have just tweeted us, sent him an email, and then he would have screen capped it and showed me.
Maybe we would have got you something by towards the end of the week.
Yeah, you didn't have to storm the Capitol on our behalf.
Oh, man. That would have been funny.
I would have been, I would have been there in, like, the charity shirt, Dace Man Show hat.
We had to bring a banner and start walking around.
The microphone, like that, something here seems out of place.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I thought it was kind of funny looking at some of the, like, there's that one guy who was dressed up as, like, fucking antelope or something. I don't know what the fuck he is. I really don't know.
Man, bear, pig?
I guess. I don't know. And I'm just like, I'm like, I don't think the right claims him, but I don't think the left's claiming him either.
No, well,
I'm like, I don't think anyone's claiming whatever that was.
the best thing on the internet right now is the man, bear, pig memes where there's the South Park Al Gore figure, and
Yeah.
he's like, I warned you all.
Exactly. I warned you all. What's wrong?
But holy, like, they got through the Capitol. That hasn't happened since 1812.
That was just the biggest blunders.
Like,
I mean, I don't know what. I mean, I understand what like the circumstances came about by it, but it was just.
Don't get me wrong.
So fucking dumb.
I feel like the Capitol needed to be stormed years ago because nothing became a reality until these people were knocking on their goddamn door going, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
I also want a camera that shows the oh shit moment when they realize that they were outside the door.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be great.
Right?
They had to be running.
The only oh shit moment, and it's kind of fucked up, but I get it, is Secret Service ripping Pence out and everybody going, where's he going?
What happened to him? What's going on here?
You just have members of the Senate walk around. It's like, why is he leaving? Because then the highest ranking senator turns around to go talk to him, and then they're yanking him the fuck out.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would have been Pence, and then it would have had to be Nancy, right? Because she's third in line.
And then they ripped out the highest ranking
And then
senator.
whoever the highest, McConnell. Well,
no, it wasn't him. It was some other dude. I never even heard of him. He's the guy that sits right below Pence.
Maybe McConnell wasn't there. Maybe he was tipped off. I don't know.
McConnell's just sitting in the back like, God damn it.
God damn it.
What up, Frank?
Yeah.
That is true. The man, bear, pig dude is apparently a QAnon dude. Or like the QAnon
is that what Q meant?
king?
Like everyone kept saying he was Q, and I was like, I don't know. Like every time I hear Q, I think Star. Well, I don't know if you watching it.
I did see that one. That asshole that shows up and fucks
Yeah,
them.
he shows up whenever they, I guess, run out of plot ideas, they just throw him in there just to fuck with the card.
And that's what this guy is. Whenever they run out of random protesters, they just throw him in there. Like, go get a man, bear, pig.
Did you see his mom is petitioning?
For what?
Apparently he's super vegan or some shit, so he's not eating. And his mom's fucking be like, "You're not feeding my child."
How can you be a vegan and be in that march? I don't think there's any vegans in that march.
I was gonna say, dude, I don't think the left's claim him. I don't think the right's claim him. I don't know where the fuck he came from, man. He just showed up.
Nothing about that crowd screamed they ate salads.
Yeah. I read some crazy stuff. Apparently, there was a group. I think it was like 2 or 3 guys. Some reporter guy says he just walks up to him and they're in the middle of the atrium, just fucking lit up smoking weed.
I'm not shocked.
I'm just like, there we go. at least they get it.
I feel like half of the protesters were just drunks or like partiers. Like, oh shit, there's a crowd moving in that direction. Let's move.
I don't get it.
We would do it.
It's either that or really old people. There was so many old people there. I'm like, and then I'm just like, how the fuck did they break in? Like, I am so confused.
Oh, they were the ass. They're like, well, we'll get there.
Hold up.
Why is everybody running back the other way? Come on, I just got here.
But it's always the old people were all the ones that went and sat in all the senators' chairs.
Oh yeah, well that was a photo op moment.
No, it's because they couldn't stand anymore.
Oh, that too. That too. But
I was just like, and I'm assuming now because of that, they have to just throw everything away and then put all new stuff in.
oh yeah.
Just because of security reasons.
They were talking about it today on the news that after Biden gets inaugurated, he's not going to be in the White House the first couple days because they're going to be cleansing it.
I think that happens every time though.
But
More
detailed because of COVID.
Oh, it could be that too, yeah. Because I think technically one of the first jobs of the first ladies is to redesign the whole
Your supplier
thingy.
wants to know why you're not drinking your beer.
My supply.
Because Tyler drank Bud Light last night.
Yeah, well, the problem is if I drink that beer, I'm gonna have to walk home. That's why. I'm not gonna. Yeah, that stuff's strong. At least the last Belgian I had from you was really good.
I can't believe 1 year's exploded. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we have a connection in Illinois. That's where he's at.
No, I think he's south now. He used to be there. I actually don't know where he is now. He moved.
Maybe
recently.
Travis is in Illinois.
Travis is.
He's in the chat, and since there's a delay, we won't know exactly where he's at until he puts it in there. But he sent us a bunch of beer from the brewery.
Yeah. I know he's bitching because
Legally.
apparently it doesn't fucking snow wherever he's at now.
Well, he's a snowboarder.
Yeah.
You know him on our streams as Alien, Alan, Aardvark, anything but his real name of Aaron.
That's right.
The guy behind the camera when we do like Minecraft streams, Apex streams, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, he's been a lot of mine.
Yeah, he sent us all a lot of beer. Each of us got 3. Some of us got 2 because it did not transport well, or the mailman drank it.
One or the other.
But I'm looking forward to it. I got a cider, and I got...
it was a fancy cider, right? I was actually debating that. I was debating it, but I'm like, I don't really like ciders. I was like, that sounds really good,
I got vanilla cream ale as well.
I saw that too.
That looks good. Yeah. And then Jess got the lager.
The lager? Come on. What the fuck, man? And all the shit in there, I could get the lager.
She's our producer tonight. She requested not to be mic'd up, so... If you were watching the Jersey Bullies podcast on the replay or here on Spotify, you heard myself or Jarrett chime in.
Did they do that last night?
They did.
While I was streaming, they did it?
Yeah, because that's why they were asking if you were streaming. Because they were going to flip the switch and go.
Oh, you could have... I would have let them go in. I didn't have any... Like, my problem, guys, I'm in that weird spot where I don't have a game to stream. So I keep streaming Hearthstone and hating my life for it.
That's my problem.
It's literally my problem.
I was like, oh, dude, Jared, I'll just do all retro games. And what did I do? I beat the retro game I wanted to play, and now I don't know what to play this Thursday.
Yeah.
I've got I can do Sonic 2 or I can do 40 Wings, but I feel your pain on that.
I'm starting to get back into chess, but chess is on a website, so now I'm going to have to, I'm debating if I want to actually set the stream up to screen capture a web page.
The Microsoft Store's got chess. Their version.
Well, I'm doing chess.com, so that way I'm getting ranked.
Oh, okay.
Woohoo! I'm at 1100 right now, which I'm actually shocked because I've never been that high.
To answer your question, Mr. Barroso, there's a little bit of a glow because we're really pasty, and I had to adjust it because of how white we are. And being white at this moment in the country is not a good thing. So we wanted to be
hidden.
Oh shit, orange isn't good either.
I was like, wait, what? And I'm like,
we fucked up. So our skin color is currently not in support of any man who may still be president or mounted an insurrection.
Or anywheres.
Anywho, a lot of news came out on the Marvel front that I wanted to talk to you about. I know you're not as deep into the comics as I am, but I know you're deep into the Mandalorian and Disney Plus streaming and how the time frames piss you off.
They do.
They announced that there was a strategy behind it, at least on the Marvel side, where there's at least a rhyme and reason.
Yeah.
If it's a sitcom, which they classified WandaVision and She-Hulk as.
Well, what do they classify The Mandalorian?
See, that they're in the Star Wars division. So Kevin Feige wasn't speaking on behalf of the Star Wars.
I was going to say, because that's the one that confuses the F out of me. But all right,
But based on the logic that I'm about to tell you, it's a sitcom. So
it's a sitcom? Oh, god damn it!
The way they're going to be doing the Marvel shoots going forward for Disney Plus is if it's a sitcom, they're aiming for 10 30-minute episodes. Now, granted, they're not all going to be exactly 30 minutes. Some might be 20, some might be 40. It really depends on the subject matter of the episode.
Okay.
If it's a drama, which is considered to be Winter Soldier and Falcon, or Falcon and Winter Soldier.
What the hell does a drama mean?
Think of like the Netflix ones.
I don't know what that means.
More serious tone. So, like, Falcon and Winter Soldier is being described as a political thriller, in a way.
So it's going to be like a miniseries?
Yeah. So
Okay.
they're shooting for 6 episodes, 1 hour each. So you're still kind of getting the same...
So 60 times 10, 600 minutes compared to, what did you say, 30 minutes for the other one and 10?
Yeah.
So 300?
Yeah.
So, interesting, I guess.
It
Are
is.
they gonna release some? My whole thing was I thought they were gonna be trying to do it because they have a ton of these things in the work.
Mm-hmm.
Is I thought like as soon as like the Mandalorian finished, they would have immediately went into the next week being something else.
I think they didn't do that because of the holidays, but I think that was their strategy.
Okay.
Because they were technically off Christmas Eve, or...
Because I hate the
Year's
fact
Eve.
that like there's nothing like even Ashley's like there's nothing on there to watch right now.
But WandaVision's
Yeah.
Friday. So there was the 2-week break for the holiday. They did this thing called Marvel Legends, which is just a fucking trailer of what Wanda and Vision did in the MCU. We watch it. It's 7 minutes long. They hyped it up like it's a new fucking show. It was
is.
all their footage from the MCU.
I like it. Amazing.
I thought it was going to be like a documentary to explain, like, this is Vision, and this is where he was in the comics, and this is why he's an Avenger and all that bull. No, this is what he's done in the MCU.
MCU, man.
But WandaVision will start this Friday. You're getting episode 1 and 2. And they're
okay, so they're giving you 2 episodes. So that's the same thing they did with The Mandalorian when it first
Yes.
came out. They
To-
gave you the
to hook
first.
you.
Well, they gave you 1, and then 2 days later they gave you 2.
that, and I think it's because they have an odd number of episodes. They only have 9 episodes for this first season for WandaVision.
Oh.
And they're all going to average 30 minutes. So they might not necessarily be 30. They could be more. They could be less.
That's great.
They're taking liberties since it's their own streaming platform.
That's going to be interesting because if it's 30 minutes, I don't know how much you can. I mean, granted, there shouldn't be any commercials, so.
And in theory, this will take you to March 15th, or the middle of March, and then the following week, or that same week, I think. I'm not sure the way it falls. Probably the following week will be Falcon and Winter Soldier for 6 episodes, which at that point would take you into May.
So when they do that, is it going to be every week release for them as well, or are they going to do
Yes.
every other week? Since
Every
it's an hour?
week, because
Every
in
week?
theory, that would bring you up to May, where Loki would debut.
Okay, is Loki a drama or?
They haven't said shit about Loki. They didn't put Loki in either category. I have a
So,
feeling
it's going to be 10 episodes at 60 minutes.
yeah, it's like we love Tom Hiddleston, and you're gonna get a lot of him. I think it's also contingent on because they haven't told you when Loki's gonna drop in May. Because I think it's contingent if they finish filming Ms. Marvel, which is about Kamala Khan, and Hawkeye, which
Wait.
is Jeremy Renner training
Is
Kate
Miss
Bishop.
Marvel a TV series or a movie?
TV series.
Or
There's
aren't
2
they coming out with
Marvels.
a movie?
There's Captain Marvel and Ms. Marvel. Ms. Marvel is a fanatic of Captain Marvel.
Gee, with monkeys. Okay.
She's also a Pakistani that lives in New Jersey and has Stretch Armstrong abilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Weird, but okay.
Yeah, she calls herself Ms. Marvel because she grew up idolizing
But
Carol
isn't
Danvers.
the Fantastic Four in this universe? And isn't
Yes.
what's his name? The Doctor have that power?
Mm-hmm.
I already forgot his name. I'm sorry.
Reed Richards.
Mr. Fantastic or
Yeah,
something?
Mr. Fantastic. Reed Richards. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
We're using the damn same powers.
when you have so many Inhumans and mutants, you eventually have to start doubling up on powers. There's a couple Human Torches. Johnny Storm, and then there's another Human Torch, and then there's Pyro, who's an X-Men. So
Okay, interesting. Didn't realize that.
yeah, so they're actually you're starting Friday. In theory, you have content that'll run us to June
Well, that's good.
every Friday.
And when's the next movie? The next movie is supposed to be Doctor Strange, right?
May 7th will be Black Widow.
I thought that was a TV series.
No, it's a movie. It was a movie that was
Really?
supposed to air last May.
Jesus Christ.
So the way the movies are going to drop.
There's too much fucking Marvel
Yeah.
shit.
So the way the movies are going to drop to catch you back up. In May, Black Widow will drop. I would say it's May 7th. I believe it's July 9th will be Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Now
What?
So it's their first Asian superhero lead.
Is it
The
related to the Iron Punch?
Nope. In a way.
In a way.
The
Just
Ten
curious.
Rings, though, is related to the Iron Man. Those are the people that kidnapped him in the first movie.
Okay.
And then the Mandalorian.
He built the first suit then? That guy? That one?
No. He's taking on the Ten Rings, which was the and the Mandalorian, who are technically not the Mandalorian, the Mandarin, who were technically
Mandarin. Oh, the Mandarin's back again.
but not that one.
But
The
not
real
that
Mandarin.
one. Oh, now there's a real one. Okay.
I don't. Did you ever see the God Save the King God Save the King short that they did? So they did a short with the Mandarin that you see in Iron Man 3, and they have people break into the jail where he's being housed, where Trevor, the famous actor, he's being housed. They grab him and go, the real Mandarin would like to speak with him. And then rip him out. So that's basically after all the fucking backlash of Iron Man 3 of like, he's not the real Mandarin.
Yeah.
Fine.
Interesting.
So that comes out July 9th, I believe. I believe in November you will be getting... Actually, I think they moved it up to September. September, you'll be getting the Eternals. Now, the Eternals are godlike creatures, or Thanos.
So they all have swords, and they can reflect back and fuck your life over.
One does.
Please get the goddamn smash ball.
One of them is played by Kit Harington, who's essentially playing Jon Snow again. So... I forget the character's name that he's playing, but the Eternals will give you more history back on with Thanos and the Titans and all that stuff.
So are they all going to be purple?
No,
okay.
But they're all kind of based on gods.
Okay.
And then they're living on Earth.
I thought Thor's people were supposed to be the gods.
Norse gods.
Norse. Oh.
These gods more. I think you're getting the Greek mythology with these guys.
Okay. Interesting.
And then in December you will be getting Spider-Man 3. So that's a Sony release. And then in March of 2022, that's when you get Doctor Strange 2.
Okay, what did they push that back an entire year?
And everything did.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. So that's kind of the rollout plan. I don't know what the movies are going to do. Because it's weird. The fact that they're pushing forward WandaVision, that links to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse. Spider-Man 3 is supposed to link to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse. Because Doctor Strange will be in Spider-Man 3, and apparently different Sony past Spider-Men will be in it.
Oh yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah, so that's
gonna be weird.
Yeah, it's all culminating into...
That could really be that could really blow up in there if they don't do that right.
Yes.
Like
you're not wrong.
That one, yeah, once you start going down that path, if it's not very concise and clear, you're gonna lose people.
Yes. It's gonna lose you, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's all culminating in a Doctor Strange 2, which is feeling like an Avengers level movie / Captain America Civil War level movie, where there's going to be a lot of heroes involved, because Wanda, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange are all, and I assume Vision, culminating in this.
Okay.
So that's Marvel's slate for the next year, more or less.
Interesting. I thought WandaVision was supposed to be prior to...
It's right after Endgame.
Oh, it's right after Endgame.
So I think it's, from what I can tell from the promotions, it looks like it's loosely based off of the comic run House of M, where Wanda loses her mind. And because her mind is her tool to manipulate reality, it fucks shit up. In the comics, it eliminates all mutants. She whispers the words, "No more mutants," and then boom! You get like 10 X-Men that survived.
Interesting.
And they have to break out of that reality and convince Wanda she...
Fucked up?
Yep. And then bring it back to the original storyline. So it was just like a nice little break.
Is she considered a mutant?
She is in the comics. She's the daughter of Magneto.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. It was ignored because technically she was an Avenger first. That's how they split the rights. But now that everything's merging back together, she could be the daughter of Magneto. Could be. So
I'm pretty sure they say that he's single.
In the X-Men franchises,
yeah. So
but you also had a Wanda and Quicksilver in that.
But you could also... You technically don't have to make what the current X-Men are canon either.
And there's rumors that Evan Peters has been casted for the Doctor Strange movie. He played Quicksilver in the X-Men movies.
Okay.
So that could be their way of bringing that Quicksilver in since he didn't die.
Correct.
But they also made an announcement today, too, which I'm glad we're talking Marvel. Deadpool 3 will be coming soon.
Soon.
Will be in the MCU.
That's going to be interesting.
And will be rated R.
That one's kind of right. Now, so my question on this one is...
Will he be in Spider-Man 3?
No.
No, he's gotta be!
I was more questioning whether or not is that going to go on to the Disney's platform, or is it going to go on Hulu?
So there's a story that kind of leaked a little while back on the Disney Plus platform that they were experimenting with an age
restriction thing?
Yeah. Because you think about it, if they do put the age restriction on, you could bring in the Netflix series, Punisher, Daredevil,
then
all
the
that.
point is, what the fuck's Hulu for?
Fox.
But they own Fox.
Yeah, it's a good point. They should. I don't know why they would run two.
That's what I mean. Like, that point, why run two? It
Unless
doesn't make any
Hulu's
sense.
your live TV option.
Just build it all together.
I get it.
Yeah, it just seems odd to me that, you know.
CBS is doing that right now because Viacom and them and Paramount and all those guys merged.
A lot of them are starting to condense, which is good for the consumer. It gives you more options, but yeah. And then you have Netflix, who just seems to like lose rights to everything.
Yeah. Netflix will die in a few years.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, they have some good, you know.
They just
Netflix
lost the Office.
originals.
There's no point to it.
Yeah, I mean, they're good, some good Netflix originals, but it just...
They statistically don't survive past 3 seasons.
Yeah, well, some of them do, but it doesn't matter. It just takes them way too long to come out with more content.
Yeah, and I think COVID hurt them. Because like they had Glow going, and they had it renewed for a 4th season, and they went, oh, well, it's COVID. You can't film a wrestling show. And Vince McMahon went, I'll show you, damn it! And kept filming through COVID. So
I like it. Yeah. So, we'll see. But yeah, because even Disney, I think, announced over the past couple of weeks that they're jacking their prices up, them bastards.
Yeah, the whole like, oh, we don't have to raise for 5 years or whatever that thing was when they launched.
Yeah.
Yeah, $7.99 now. Well, Hulu went up too. You don't have Hulu, do you?
Yeah, I don't have the TV version though.
Yeah, Hulu went up $10 on the live TV based on which one you had.
I think mine only went up like $1 or something, or $2. The version I have. The only reason I got it is because Last Man Standing's on it, which, you know, I have no other way of watching it, and I'm still waiting for the Orville, you motherfuckers.
Oh yeah,
Still waiting! You sons of bitch!
I forgot about that show.
Yeah, I know. I keep checking it. I have no idea. They're not telling you squat about it. So I don't know if that thing just died because of COVID or what. So, we'll see.
It probably did.
Yeah. I kind of am getting that feeling just because they're not talking about it, and it's just like...
I doubt they killed it, though. I don't think they would have killed it. Because, to your point...
It's almost been 2 years now.
If they do kill that, since that was going to be a Hulu exclusive, fuck's Hulu got that?
Nothing.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's why I'm kind of confused as to why you don't just merge the damn two. Like, if you merged it two and just charge me an extra, like, $5, whatever.
Hulu and Disney?
I'll save money and, well...
You can get the package.
Yeah, but you have to get ESPN with it as well. Which
isn't bad. I played around on it. I don't watch sports, but there was some interesting stuff on that.
It's just all documentary. Like, if it actually gave me live TV for ESPN, I'd probably do it, but it doesn't give you live because they're assholes.
Even if you have the Hulu Live? Oh, you mean like you don't want Hulu Live?
I don't want Hulu Live, is the problem.
That's fine. Or you can get it on our Ponzi scheme we're running. $20 a month. Frank uses it.
There it is. Oh, and there you go. Another Comcast person.
Yeah, well, I can't really talk shit. I got a good deal. I'm still mad, but...
Bastards.
They're still bastards.
Bastards.
I did think it was funny that, when I was asked, like, oh, do you mind going into a 3-year contract? Where else was I going to go?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, you can put me in a 10-year contract. As long as I live here, I have nowhere else to go.
Well, that would be my only question, is if you'd leave, does the contract come with you, or is it stuck to the people who move in?
I was just going to be like, oh, he died.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, but that was big news. The Deadpool's in the MCU. It'll remain rated R. And Ryan Reynolds has begun penning the script. So they're going to let him write it.
Uh-oh.
Which he was heavily involved in the writing of the first one.
So does that mean Wolverine? Hugh Jackman's coming in?
Oh, I'm sure he's like, dude, you have Disney money now. You have to bring back Hugh Jackman. I also believe that the fact that they made this announcement, he's got to appear in Spider-Man. He has to. Even if it's just like a 5-minute fuck-off segment, he's got to be in it. He tortures the living shit out of Spider-Man in the comic series. Like, God, could you imagine? I think he will be going forward, and I forget who said this to me. I forget where I saw it on the internet. I know it's out there. He should be the Stan Lee cameos going forward.
That actually is not a bad thing, yeah. And because he would bring like where Stan Lee was more of like, oh my God, he's in there, whereas Deadpool will be more like a comic relief.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like he hands Captain America his shield, like, here you go, buddy, drop this. And then he just gives him the salute and walks away or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It would...
Or then, something happens to him and his head gets chopped off, and then he just like stumbles around, picks it up, and walks off the set, you know what I mean?
Or you're watching Ant-Man and the Wasp 2, and he's in the quantum realm for some reason, like, oh, I got lost. Can you give me directions to get out of here? It's like, what the fuck are you doing in the quantum realm?
Yeah, and obviously if he does what he does in Deadpool, he can just break the fourth wall or whatever. They go, hey, the lady in the front row wanted you to have this.
I can see him being in the movie like, does any of this science make sense to you guys? Because it's not making sense to me. I hope there's... Now that he's officially in the MCU, and I feel like he's the type of guy that will never lay down that role.
Oh God, just imagine this: if they do that, and then you buy the DVD version, and it has like
his commentary.
No, like it has that one thing, but there's like 10 or 20 different lines. So every time you watch it, it's something different. Yeah, it's all completely fucking different.
I would love it if they just hired him going forward. Like, hey, you're going to be the director commentary now. They're like, here's the director commentary, here's the Deadpool commentary, and how he feels about being left out of this movie.
Exactly.
But because I don't feel like he'll ever be a guy that lays down that role. He played so hard to get into it, and
he's been this season for the last 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, like every time for some reason Deadpool goes up, he just I think he kills people just to make sure he gets that role.
He leaked the footage in 2014 of the test thing and went, oh, who leaked that? And then stole the costume after they got done filming because he didn't want to give it back.
Exactly. Smart man.
I think that's the greatest news that has come out this year thus far is that Deadpool is officially in the MCU and that he is officially going to be rated R. And it's great that they announced it now. What if he appears in WandaVision? Like, what if he filmed something last year?
Well, if he is, it'd probably be maybe something after.
After credits, I'm cool with it. Yeah. Or just Wanda all of a sudden is watching a TV show and there's Wade. The only curious thing I have is they're going to discontinue.
They want to really get rid of all mutants. You talking about me too?
What about me?
What about me?
Wake up, Wanda. This looks like House of M issue 4. But I'm wondering if they're going to actually... Because, like, he's obviously a character that can easily just disregard everything that he's done before, where he just writes it off, like, hey, change studios. I'm not doing that anymore. But do you think they'll bring the X-Force back? Because that's what they were building with Cable, Domino, Mohinder for some reason, or not Mohinder, Dopinder.
Well, didn't they all die?
No, they walked away at the end of the Deadpool 2.
I thought they all jumped out of the plane and they all got wrecked.
Oh, that X-Force, yeah.
I was going to say, wait a minute. If I remember correctly, they're all dead, right?
That X-Force did.
He's creating a new X-Force. Okay, I'm sorry.
In the comics, none of those guys were like B-level X-Force members that never really got like.
Well, they got screen time.
They did, and they casted Brad Pitt, Terry Crews, fucking one of the Skarsgårds.
Oh God, I'm lucky. Lucky's not a superpower.
And then Peter, get away from that bear! I love you. But Domino's an X-Force member, Cable's an X-Force member, Psylocke is too, but Psylocke's not in it. And usually Wolverine. They're the X-Men that have to do the things that they don't want to have happen. I don't know. It's again, he's an easy character to just dismiss everything that's happened to him.
Yeah.
He also did that at the end of his own movie, where he took the time thing and just started jumping back in time. And just changed events in history. So we don't know where he's going to go, what his story could be.
Yeah, we can see.
Or a continuation, where he'll pop up. But I feel like we're going to get a lot of Deadpool going forward.
We could. I can definitely see it. Especially if, like, it's just small cameos and stuff.
Yeah. And he's doing all this... you ever see his Mint Mobile commercials? He does all that on green screen at his house.
Really? I know, he was doing a bunch of tequila stuff last time I caught up on him. I think he actually sold that business.
He does gin.
gin. Oh, was it then
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman does the tequila?
Yeah.
Then they self-promote for each other, really beating the fuck out. I don't know.
Hugh Jackman just turned the bottle over and let it pour out. Like, it might be good.
Might be good.
And then it cut back to him and Ryan's like, oh no, we're doing serious things? I think Hugh had a line. Because Ryan Reynolds was in like a vineyard going, and this is like the finest squeezed grapes you'll ever find. And then they got the Hughes commercial, he just turned over the gin and went, it could be good. And he was just like, oh no. God, dude, their feud's amazing.
Yeah.
But he had Rick Moranis on it, where they had Rick Moranis walking out on a Mint Mobile commercial, and he goes, oh, okay, what do you want me to do? Pitch it? Nah, just missed you.
Just missed it. Yeah. Just missed it.
And at the end, he's just like, it's Rick Moranis. He is Deadpool.
Yeah.
Through and through. And apparently he did sell his Aviator gin.
I was gonna
So
say,
he's
I
not-
thought he did sell it, yeah.
Makes sense. He's now like the lead of that.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
But yeah.
Eric resubscribed for 3 months. Thank you, sir. Make sure you watch or listen to Jersey Bullies on Spotify. All 11 episodes are available for you to listen to. Last night was a good one.
Alright,
And we'll talk a little bit about Mr. Doug Peterson was fired.
Doesn't fucking matter. I mean, until they get rid of.
Yeah, team went downhill the moment that Nick Foles was traded.
I don't think that. Well, I think it would have been better, but
This
I still
show
don't
is a
think they would have
pro
happened. Yeah.
Nick Foles show.
Sorry.
I had to sit behind that producer's table as they bashed Nick Foles last night. But there you go.
I think Foles would have worked better in the offense this year, yes, because he is sort of like Michael Vick, where he basically does play option every time, meaning either he either hands the ball off or he does a quick throw, which works well with what that team is currently. And the problem is with Wentz is he wants to hold the ball too long, and he tries to make things happen when he shouldn't be trying to make things happen. And that's sort of why Hurts did better, because Hurts would have went through like 1 or 2 progressions and then just run. So that's more of like a Michael Vick. It's like, I mean, I understand why, but I don't. Until you get rid of Roseman, we're fucked. We're fucked.
I gotta be honest, I don't understand any of the words that came out of your mouth when it comes to football. And that's why you should tune in to the Jersey Boys on Spotify. All 11 episodes with people who know sports.
Sports!
Uh,
The only one I know is football, and then this asshole tricked me into hockey fantasy league, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I'm gonna be champion.
And I already sold him. I was like, if I win this, man, you guys really suck, because like, I'm getting confused.
I think that's like 90% of the league that joined the NHL Fantasy League.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can see that, yeah. I'm like walking in the walls, and I'm like, I haven't heard of any of these people. I didn't even know what VGK meant, and I'm just like, I'm
The
fucked.
Vegas Golden Knights. Even I know that.
I don't even,
The thing I didn't
when
understand
did
was
they get a goddamn ice rink? It's the fucking desert.
it's Vegas. They just bought all new stadiums.
I didn't think
built new
Vegas
stadiums.
had anything. Now all of a sudden they got a fucking football team, a hockey team. Do you have a basketball team?
Florida has hockey teams.
What? Oh, Hurricane.
No, I think they're the Lightning.
Lightning.
The Hurricanes, I think, are North Carolina.
I don't fucking know.
There's gonna be a Seattle team. The Dragons, I
I
think.
don't think. Was that a new team?
I think they had a team, they sold it, and now they're getting one back.
Great.
I don't fucking know. The NHL just lets anybody and everybody in that wants to play hockey.
Yeah.
That was his last draft pick. Yeah, it was the Kraken. Seattle Krakens.
I like that one, Kraken.
Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of Pirates of the Caribbean release the Kraken videos every time they
Well, what
go into a power play.
You can get the rum, the Kraken rum, man.
Sponsoring, yeah.
That's right. I
Or
like
they
it.
could, the rum could sue them.
Johnny Depp's gonna come after him next, man.
He's not associated with that series anymore, remember?
Oh fuck.
Apparently WB just bounces the men, not the women.
Yeah.
See, yeah, I told you, Tampa Bay Lightning.
All right.
There's a lot of stuff. There's a San Jose Sharks team.
The Sharks.
And then there's like the Dallas Stars. Like, there's a lot of hockey teams in warm places, pal. I see where you're trying
There's
to go
not
with it,
many
but,
of them though.
There's enough.
I don't.
They're not. The fact that they aren't in Canada anymore is a detriment to the Canadians.
Why are they not? I thought they're not doing it right outside of Seattle again, or north of Seattle.
Oh no, they
Vancouver?
are. Yeah, I think it'll be like
Vancouver?
halfway between them and Portland because they like to share shit. Except,
Oh, so it's in Seattle. It's actually on the just the state side. Is what you're saying?
yeah,
It's not in the because they
I'm just
were
saying,
they
there's
were on
more-
the they were I think they were in Vancouver last year, right?
who? Oh, the bubble?
The
No,
bubble.
they're actually playing at their own stadiums.
Oh,
They're not doing bubbles.
not doing the bubble.
No. I listened to part of their podcast when I was producing last night.
Bubble boys.
It's why they're doing back-to-back games.
So
So like the Flyers start off against the Penguins tomorrow, and I think they play them Thursday. And then they go to the next team, and then they spend a couple days there, and to minimize.
okay, I
Shit.
guess. But didn't they do that all the time before anyway? Or did they do?
They
Every
played
other
like
day?
every goddamn day before.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I thought they were sort of like baseball where it's just like there's always a game on.
There's like 180 games in the hockey season.
Yeah.
I'm sure one of the well-versed sports people in the chat are going to tell us we're wrong.
Yeah, we're wrong, but yeah.
Well, anyway, let's get away from sports because clearly I'm out without a raft.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're done. We're grasping.
Bethesda apparently is teaming with Lucasfilms to create an Indiana Jones game. So my
What?
question is,
What?
Yeah.
Okay. An Indiana Jones game. Have they ever made an Indiana Jones game?
probably for the NES, back when they made a game after a movie
Huh.
all the time.
Okay.
Hell, up until Lilo and Stitch, you got a Disney game every movie.
True.
But the question that is more important than the fact of is there an Indiana Jones game? Is this going to be an Xbox exclusive?
That's a good point. Also, who's voicing Indiana Jones?
They should get the guy who played Han Solo in Solo.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm gonna be a little upset. I'm just saying. God, he's the real man, the OG.
But do you think
Yeah,
it's going to be Xbox exclusive? Because they own Bethesda now. The bullshit story we covered a couple months ago, where I got pissy, because to me,
Oh God, I can't see that being an exclusive.
but
Just because it's Lucasfilms,
Marvel lets Spider-Man stay specifically on Sony.
But
I broke him. I fucking broke him.
But that's because Sony owns the Spider-Man
Movies.
thing, the movie. But so I guess the question is, does Marvel own the video games?
Yes, and print. Because Avengers is cross-platform.
Interesting.
So,
It seems odd to me because I would have thought that they would have owned.
is this
rights to
their
the
olive
video
branch
games
to
as well.
Microsoft of, hey, you get the indie franchise? Not that I think there's the same value in indie as there is in Marvel and
Depends.
Spider-Man.
It depends because that could be like a sort of
Really?
like a Lara Croft game. What?
I looked at the chat.
I believe because if it's
It
more
should
like an old school Lara Croft game, sort of puzzler / action adventure, but not like hardcore action.
You could literally take the Tomb Raider series
Yeah.
and make the next indie game.
Yeah, literally you could, and it would. I mean, it really depends on how well they do it. I mean, it could be really good. And if they make it open world, sort of like their Skyrim and stuff, like it could be a legit game. Like, but I just if it's literally just X, that'd be mind blowing. Unfortunately.
Not shocking. That's a hell of a big dick swinging move.
Yeah.
You buy the fucking company, and then a year later you release the Indiana Jones. Well, it's not gonna be a year because games come out. It takes 6 years
Yeah, I was
after
gonna say it
announcement.
takes a while. Yeah.
By that time, Bethesda could just be fucking folded into Microsoft games.
That's a good point. Yeah. There's no guarantee that the studio will survive.
It's just this was a big announcement.
That's interesting. I'm a little shocked on that one. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. I just assumed it would be cross-platform for everything.
I mean, I'm hoping, but it's its first entity in a franchise game for them.
I can see it being...
Whereas like Fallout might stay cross-platform, they come out with like a Fallout 5, but then indie is their exclusive to Microsoft.
Could be exclusive to Microsoft and the Switch.
I'm okay with that then.
Or whatever the hell.
I feel like everybody who's in the console war owns a Switch.
Yeah.
and then they fight over the other one. It's like
Well, yeah, but Microsoft's pretty much teamed up with
Nintendo.
I mean,
Nintendo.
and Nintendo apparently is getting really big into indie games, which is quite interesting, actually.
Indie and weird anime games.
Yeah.
Like adult anime games.
Well, that's because it's that's the Japanese love that for some reason. I don't know why.
It feels like a stereotype, but you're right.
It's not a stereotype.
You're right.
But
They
it,
like
it just
big,
is. Yeah.
boobied white women.
Yeah. I mean, they got freaking vending machines there that you can buy used panties and shit. Like, it's fucking weird.
When are we going to Japan? I want to
Yeah.
see this stuff.
Fucking Jess took pictures of it and shit. She goes, I can't fucking believe these things are here.
Not you, producer. A different Jess.
Yeah.
We know you haven't been to Japan.
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah, she was telling me about a bunch of crap they did there. It's weird. Weird.
I agree. But I thought it was interesting that Indiana Jones is getting like at least a franchise renewal when it comes to video games. I'm willing to bet that the first 3 movies have like an NES or Sega cartridge. Everything did.
I'm actually wondering if they greenlit that for a video game. Does that mean that they're going to greenlight a new movie?
They are. They're still working on the 5th one. It's just been stuck in developmental hell. It's supposed to be Harrison Ford's sign-off, and I believe they're trying to bring up a new one who's not Shia LaBeouf. That surprisingly, all the stuff we talk about here on the Nerdum, I've never seen an Indiana Jones movie.
Really?
I
Oh
own
my
them.
god, the last one was so bad. It was fucking aliens. Are you serious?
Well, spoiler alert.
Yeah, well, fuck it. It was horrible. And I turned to Ashton and I go, they tell me this is fucking aliens. And it's fucking aliens.
I mean, I'll still eventually get around to watching it, but that's one franchise I never got into. Especially, like, you think I would because Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
And Lucasfilms.
Mhm.
Don't know why. I never actually...
The earlier ones were really good. And then the
Hey,
last
can you
one
go
was
into
horrible.
the chat and mute Frank?
Yeah.
So click his name. Go, like, take the mouse, scroll over to his name.
Okay, before the season starts.
That's just the way it defaulted, pal. It's so you can't go in and start sniping off people that you didn't draft when you go and get Bakunji or whatever. So if you click the little 3 dots...
You
See
guys-
the 3? Yeah.
You're getting the freaking.
Oh, don't block. Where the hell's... Oh, see the little clock down the left? Yeah, click that guy. Yeah. Suck it. Hit the X. They deleted all the messages? That sucks.
Does Gibby own only? I own this one. I have.
He's got a Wookiee one.
A Wookiee one. I have a Stormtrooper one that's white.
Okay.
And I now have a green one that's Boba's. I haven't worn that one yet here.
I had a Boba one before.
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
And you're only on a 2-month streak?
Uh-oh.
So is that 7 months across the 8 years we've been doing this?
That's right. You just do it less than once a year. That's embarrassing.
Anyway, Indiana Jones coming through probably just Microsoft, through Bethesda and Lucasfilm Games.
Bethesda. I mean, we'll see. I bet you, even if it is just for the Xbox, I'd be shocked if it wasn't also for the Switch. Just because
Sure.
of how they're working together and be on both the stores, I assume.
Who was too loud?
My eardrums. Poor eardrums. That sucks.
Anyway, the other things we got going on is
Nothing.
There's nothing going on.
Nothing.
I think last week, everybody was shook to the core by the damn Capitol siege.
Yup.
That they didn't put out. You couldn't put anything out. We couldn't push our own shows and everything because of that. So I highly doubt anyone went, hey, I want to do a press release on this big game thing. Just
Yeah.
ignore the president.
It doesn't matter because even around this time of the year, there's not much when it comes to gaming news. Just because they push out everything for Christmas and then they got a weird lull, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But we should start getting stuff probably mid to late March.
I would, yeah, 'cause as we gear up towards like E3 and all
Yep.
the normal conventions you would have gotten. I don't know if you're actually getting anything physical this year.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, because PAX East and stuff should be. Oh God. Yeah, I don't
East
know.
would have been April.
Yeah, I don't know when the hell they would do any of these, if they're even going to attempt to do any of them.
I think 2022 you might start seeing conventions coming back. I don't think you'll get many this year. I don't
You're not gonna get anything. At least not in the. I mean, if you do, it won't be till fourth quarter.
Or if they could do them outside. That'd be the big thing. Come on, you walk into one of those conventions, it smells like straight up rotten hoagie.
I mean, I agree, but the problem is I don't. That would be a
tough.
electric issue, like left and right. I have no idea how you would even. You would need some major electrical engineers to figure out.
Well, I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking
Yeah.
more along the lines like you probably won't get a gaming convention this year. Not
Yeah.
one that's going to be physical. You'll probably keep getting those directs and the
Yeah.
monthly press conference things.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking maybe Comic-Con. They could do it in like an amphitheater and do their panels at the amphitheater or stuff like that. If you want ideas, San Diego, call me.
Yeah.
New York, you ain't got a chance. You're
Yeah.
fucking New York. Where the fuck are you gonna do it?
Well, you can do them at parks, like Central Park.
That's true.
I mean, honestly, because I was thinking, like when you were saying that, I was immediately thinking Washington.
But
Like,
theirs is also
yeah.
in October, which could be a warm month, and sometimes winter comes.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You don't know. You got to ask Jon Snow. Is winter coming?
He'd be an Eternal. You can ask him when he's
That's right.
in theaters
That's
for
right.
Marvel's Eternals.
You might be. Yeah.
But San Diego, since it's normally warm all year round, I don't see why they couldn't do it at like maybe the ballpark, and they just do their main stage in the middle of the San Diego Padres ballpark,
Could.
or just another park or beach or something like that. Because obviously studios haven't stopped producing. They all started ramping back up. They're doing their procedures.
Yeah, but that's
They can't put it out though.
California's crazy though. I don't know. I
Move
don't know
it.
how they would.
Move it, Texas
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know how they
Texas.
would
or Florida.
consider your fucking head count cap because like they're a little. I mean, granted, right now LA County I think is the worst county in the country right now with COVID.
I did think it was funny that, well, not funny, but Jersey dropped like 15th on the deadliest list for this thing in the U.S. When we were number one up until like October.
Number one. We'll bring it back, guys. Don't worry.
I just think Jersey people stopped going to the doctor.
Yeah, that's.
I think they're like, you know what? You ain't locking me down again. I'll just die. Fuck it.
Oh, poor man, bear pig.
Oh, they got him? Oh. Well, no, he was already in custody. I don't know if they
He's
sentenced him.
He's not eating. I'm sure some of the inmates have something he can eat. That's organic.
That's fair. That's pretty much everything in a nutshell.
Yeah.
The big, it was a slow news week because like the nation was under siege as the headlines that was on everything and anything that would actually just give you some kind of news last week and even up to today, because we are not going to get real good news until after the inauguration because everybody's just focused on like what can happen in the next 8 days.
Yeah,
I think nothing.
I think
but
even after that, I think it's still going to be.
rocky at best, but
I don't even think it's going to be rocky. I think it's going to be. Oh, it's.
I think it'll be rocky, but
There's
not
just so
covered.
much
And we'll
fucked
start
up, man.
getting our news back for gaming news and
Yeah.
stuff. Because all those things are ran by liberals, so
Well,
don't be at ease.
I still don't think we're getting anything until probably March. Like I said, the problem is that we're in a weird time frame.
Yeah.
And clearly shit's happening.
Well, yeah, the political structure's falling the hell apart.
Yeah, clearly happening.
And to push out something like, oh, get the new Call of Duty Election 2020 game that comes out this year, where you can either be the right-wing radical or the libtard on the left. And that's how you play it. I don't know, that's the factions. We can develop a game. I'm just saying.
I mean, honestly, you think about you have I'm just saying.
Militias versus snowflakes.
I'm just saying, man.
I would play Call of Duty 2020.
That would be kind of weird.
Oh shit! March is the COVID pandemic. You now have to half your army dies. How do you react? It's like a weird version of Risk.
Yeah, you're playing Civilization 6. That's a world devastating event.
You just take Plague Inc., mash it with Civ 6, 2020.
2020, yeah. See who wins.
Get on it, Dan Ralph. We just gave you $1 million idea.
Oh god, that would be crazy. That'd be funny.
I don't know if you saw it. I tagged you in it specifically when I said it. I said, you damn well know if this was 2000 or 2001, and they made a run on the state capitol, StarCraft would have had a user map setting called Storm the Capitol. There'd be a Protoss Nexus right in the center.
Yep.
Your Protoss trying to defend the Capitol, and then the Zerg or the fucking Terran are
Yeah.
rushing the goddamn stage.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it'd be a good using map settings even. I mean, it didn't take them, long to do the Empire State Building, remember?
The 9/11
Yeah,
one.
9/11
Defend the
happened.
World Trade Centers.
Fucking immediately. I mean, I think it was up there in less than a week.
And I feel like a horrible person, but I played the shit out of that game because I
Yeah.
love cannon defenses and shit like
Yeah.
that. But I just said, I was like, dude, this is the perfect
Yeah.
2020 would have been like, okay, the Iran versus U.S. user map setting. It would have been COVID spread. Stop the Zerglings from getting to the center. Dude,
Yeah.
if StarCraft was a thing this year, it would have been so many awesome user map settings.
Yeah, because it could be like what time spares with the virus.
Yeah.
That could have been COVID.
Yes. Yeah. We should
Yeah.
do that at the Gameathon. Remember that idea?
Said
after
they
we
got,
get
you
off the
know,
air?
dodge the rapist, you know. Dodge the corona.
Yes.
You have to get to the other side.
I feel like this is going to be a stream
I mean,
of ours coming up.
We're literally just, reusing the same games and just changing it.
Change the title.
Change the title.
And then the friggin' description comes up and says, dodge the rapist. No, it's COVID.
Let's go with the
It's
code.
COVID. It's
Yeah.
red. Look at it. It's like a red globe.
Thin penis. No. It's a. what's the last one?
Anyway, that's pretty much going to do it for our show this week. I'm gonna cut this loose before we get way off the deep end and
Yeah.
terrible ideas for StarCraft.
And we get friggin' censored and no one likes us anymore.
Gibby, what do you got going on? Give them the plugs.
Yeah, so I've been streaming every Monday, and I stream Saturday. I think I streamed. I don't even
You did.
remember.
You
I
were playing
streamed-
Hearthstone.
Yeah, been playing Hearthstone. I hate it. It's depressing. It's horrible. I need a new game. But I'm streaming every Monday, and I'll probably stream Saturdays whenever they need me to, just because
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a spotlight,
I
but
don't have anything to do.
not many of our BPP people have the setup yet. They're going to get the setup, but they don't have it yet.
My setup's not there yet either.
Mine's kind of there. I'm still working on. I figured it out when playing with the OBS. There's a drop-down menus where it says Dace Man Show right now.
Mhm.
There's a Dace Man Plays one, so I'm customizing my entire layout.
Yeah, so I'm trying to. I was fucking around with it, but I
You
got the
should
chroma. I got the chroma key thing working, but unfortunately, I have to iron the shit out of it. I think I need to get
The pulse or lighting.
the lighting. I think I'm having issues with the lighting as well, which I didn't think I was going to have an issue with, but apparently I am. Whatever, it is what it is. And I also got to figure out how to do my audio because I don't want like my music and stuff going through because of the whole.
You can't get eliminated.
Yeah, or at least the way that it seems like it's going, we could have major issues if you're playing shit that you're not supposed to be playing. And a lot of times, like, especially like, when I'm playing Hearthstone, it hurts me on the inside. I'm not listening to music. Because I don't need to listen to the game for any reason whatsoever. So normally I'm listening to something, and now I'm just sitting there, and I realize I move around a lot. I'm just like...
Oh, with the creaking?
I'm just like, because I can't do anything. I'm like, this sucks.
I mean, we get
Yeah.
a Jersey Bullies emote if Jersey Bullies actually streamed. Oh!
Damn.
Unfortunately, the only thing you see on the stream the most is this face.
That's right,
He's on it
baby.
3 nights a week.
3 nights, baby!
But
Or at least this week I was on 3
yeah.
nights.
But on other streamers, we got Geriac Games takes over on Wednesday, where he does the game of the week. He beat the game of the week last week, so he has a new game starting tomorrow. I am on Thursdays doing retros. I'm looking at some Star Wars games I bought. I found Dark Forces.
Dark Forces.
But it wants you to play on the keyboard, so I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. I played it a little bit to kind of get used to it, and it's just...
Horrible.
Yeah. Just as soon as I figured out how to use the PlayStation controller.
You can't plug in a controller?
It won't... I can't figure out how to map it. Maybe you can show me after we get done.
Huh.
Friday, Jared's back with another random game. Usually he plays like a multiplayer game or something. He did the Spotlight last Saturday. He'll probably do it this Saturday. Unless we got somebody else up. I know Aaron was talking in the chat. Or Alien. He may be on Saturday. It all depends. Listen to our podcast. Jersey Bullies drops every Tuesday on Spotify. Potter Nerd drops every Thursday on Spotify. A replay of this show is every Wednesday. And then every Friday we drop the Dace Man Show, The Next Generation, where Junior strives to take my job.
He's not doing a good job at it.
No. he gets distracted. I found that if I let him just ramble on about what he wants to ramble on, he's good. So I'm just going to let him do that this time around. We're supposed to record tomorrow.
We'll see how it goes, guys. We'll see.
Pot and Nerd this week is Gibby and myself. We are really all over this shit.
No, I'm not.
We are
What
oversaturated.
am I doing?
Mandalorian Season 2.
Oh, that's right. You split it into 2. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
so that drops this Thursday. Again, we're oversaturating on content.
Right. Over.
But
I'm
I'm
out.
supposed to be
Peace.
recording another one with Trish. We'll be talking about Harry Potter, and I believe we're going to be recording Arrow Season 2 with Tyler some point. So you should expect those later on in the month.
Harry Potter, God.
It spices it up, because right now, Potter Nerd's just been a Star Wars podcast.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. It's 100%.
But anyway, that's all we got. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at the BPP Official. Follow me on Twitter at the Dace Man. Follow the show on Twitter at the Dace Man Show. Go over to Facebook.com/Basement Protocol Productions for all our updates and all our social media posts. And make sure you follow and subscribe here on Twitch.tv/Basement Protocol. I have been Chris the Dace Man Dace. This has been Gibby. So for the few,
For my chickens.
for the proud,
And that way.